meeting to order at 5:30. I see we have at least two additions to the agenda.
Is this the March 23rd, 2026 meeting of the East Montpelier Select Board?
23rd, I believe so.
Okay, just wondering. For the record.
Oh, or are you wondering, period? That's the word. Okay, the additions are ash tree removal project. That's gonna take a fair amount of time. And the annual sheriff fund. So are we gonna, well, let's go through the review of minutes and public comment, then we better do the ash tree project. Right after that, because standards are on. Okay, so review of minutes, March 2nd, 2026. Oh, nice, beautiful. March 2nd.
So there's two for March 2nd.
Yeah, there's the. Yep, right, town plan hearing. So we're gonna do the select board meeting first.
I have,
Okay, you have some comments?
I do, I have recommendations for modification under
Okay.
East Montpelier Trails.
Mhm.
I recommend that we get rid of the stuff about insurance and liability because it's not necessary. And it's not exactly accurate either, but it's not necessary. So the second sentence would then be, this eliminates the need for the MOU, period. And the third sentence becomes, the East Montpelier can become the successor if EMTI ceases to exist, I guess it should probably read.
So you want to take out the insurance thing?
Yeah,
I think it's important you leave it in there.
It was a point. But why
I
did
think
you want
it's
to
an
take it out?
important point. I would
Okay.
leave it in.
okay, well then we should make it accurate.
We should make it accurate.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, okay. So let me think about some revised
Should you
language
say
then.
removes the onus?
Pardon?
You could say in that sentence, this eliminates the need for the MOU and removes the onus.
And removes the town's, a need for the
Concern.
town's demand for EMTI to have.
Or just
Yeah.
remove the onus.
Yep.
But whatever, yeah. Yeah, but that was discussed at length and we,
I just think it's
yeah,
important.
no, I agree, yeah. Okay. What else do you have?
Yeah, so I'll work on that.
Yeah.
And then, the next one, discuss grants working group.
Yeah.
With Selena Barton, just strike Becca Schrader and then strike Miss Schrader was unable to attend. Miss Schrader has, has commented on that. And
I saw that.
Yeah,
Discuss grants working group with Selena Bart.
yeah. And then strike the first sentence after that.
Yeah. Mhm. Anything else?
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
Make a motion, we accept it, with the amount that's presented.
So just,
Two seconds.
Amendments.
so just to make sure we're on the same page, on the East Montpelier Trails, I am now putting in, this eliminates the need for the MOU as written, and then, adding and removes the need for the town to ask EMTI, to get insurance.
I can't hear, if you guys are talking, I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Has the
we're
volume
talking.
changed?
Yeah, we're absolutely talking.
I see your mouth moving, Carl.
Yep, we are talking.
That when his
Yeah.
mouth moves, it means he's talking. Is that correct?
Sometimes I'm catching flies.
Yeah, yeah.
But not this time of year.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, Sandal, can you hear us? Who else is on? I can't see. It's too small.
Paul, can you hear?
I can hear everybody. This is Becca Schrader.
You can hear us in the room. Okay. Thank you. So anyway, I'm putting in first
Okay, I'm
sentence.
here now.
Okay, thank you. This eliminates the need for the MOU and removes the need for the town to ask EMTI to get insurance, period. And then the second sentence remains as I suggested. East Montpelier can become the successor of EMTI if it's EMTI ceases to exist, period.
I'm good. I'm sorry.
Okay with that? Okay,
I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're done?
I'm done. Yep.
So we have a second. Any further discussion on the minutes? Not hearing any? All those in favor, please say aye.
I,
Aye.
Aye. Right, appear to have it, they do have it. That takes care of the minute. Now we have the town plan hearing number 1. And
Some minor amendments.
okay.
I'm Joe Brooks.
Oh, you're not.
Jim.
Oh, are you having an identity crisis? Okay. That's good that you picked up on that.
Mhm.
Anything else? Okay. We should have a motion.
I'll make a
Motion to
motion.
accept the minutes.
Oh,
I'll
Scott beat you
second
to it. And
I'll
you
second it.
second. Any further discussion on the town plan hearing number 1? Not hearing any? All those in favor, please say aye.
I,
Aye. I appear to have, they do have. And the next set of minutes is March 3rd, 2026, town meeting day.
and Rosie, you got the ones with all my changes in it?
One that's already done. It's not printed, unfortunately.
It's not printed. Okay.
But I.
Okay. So
Good.
how should we handle that? They should see what they're approving. You want to do it at a different meeting?
I was just unable to print from my computer at the time. so-
Right, and it's,
Let's just shuffle them off to the next meeting.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because we should read them.
Yeah.
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 And there's 4
And
pages.
there are a number of changes.
And
Yeah.
there's 4 pages.
And
of
there were
fine
changes.
print.
Pardon?
Double
I've read
sided.
them, but. you-
There are a number of changes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually 8 pages.
Is it?
Double sided.
Okay.
4 double sided.
Okay.
4 times 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we better punt them off. Just so we can digest the
Sure.
wordy minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So. Okay, so let's punt them off because we've got an awful lot to do tonight as it is.
We don't have any deadline for approving them, do we?
They technically don't need to be approved.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay. All right,
And Rosie, I'll send you the annotations for the March 2nd meeting.
Thank you.
okay. And Rosie, we'll get those minutes.
I have them and I'll send them around with a
Yeah.
blind copy for all of you so that we avoid a quorum in case you have any issues, but I can
Well, you can just send them around.
just send them around. Okay.
Yeah, if we reply, we just write back to you, not. Okay, all right, so public comment. I see a lot of people here, but they're all here for specific items, I assume. Okay, great. So what we got, what's that?
Can I just say real quickly, I'm here as the town correspondent for the Bridge newspaper tonight, so.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for the clarification.
So we want to go right into the ash tree. Which was an addition to the agenda, ash tree removal project agenda item. So I think that's Paul Kate. And he is on the screen. On the Zoom. So Paul, are you presenting the ash tree removal project figures or Jeff?
Well, Jeff,
I
Jeff
think-
can start.
Okay,
Yeah, so we, as suggested by the select board, we, followed up on seeing what we could do for $30,000. If you recall, our low bid for the first round was 20,800. So we thought maybe this would be an opportunity just to finish the ash tree removal, at least the majority of it, and for 30,000. Unfortunately, the 2 bids we received, after we did mark the additional trees, which we started out with 94 trees, we added 71 trees on Green Road, Cherry Tree Hill, Vincent Flats, East Hill, and Taylor Farm, to come up with a total of 165 trees. 10 of the new trees were very small, so effectively it's 155 trees. We got bids from Foxfire and Barrett's Tree Service, but we're talking about like $70,000. So way over the 30,000. We did, and Jen had shared a letter from Larry that we used for the work 2 years ago. He did not submit a bid, but Paul has talked extensively with him, and he'll kind of be sharing that. But Paul and I got together yesterday. We said, why don't we just propose to Larry to remove East Hill and Taylor Farm roads. So I'd be adding 3 roads, basically 150 trees. See if he could do that for $30,000. That's sort of more consolidated, seeing as East Hill and Taylor Farm are kind of out of the way relative to the other roads. Bear in mind, when Larry did the work 2 years ago, it was $110 a tree. So the bid that he submitted in the first round was $221 a tree. So basically double the per tree cost before. The work we had done last year was $55 a tree, which was just luck, I guess, for us to get it so cheap. So if we did the 150 trees that we're talking about now, that would be $200 a tree, which we think is probably reasonable at this point, given the range of bids we received. Paul?
Yes. So we are talking about obviously the price going up considerably, which we sort of expected would happen, but you can't judge how fast it happened. So, and needless to say, the last couple of weeks is going to make it more expensive. So we tried to get so that we could get as many trees done as possible by being just as efficient and not having to move around as much. If, say, Larry was going to do it, he would be using a different type of a machine that's on rubber, and it can move much easier than it can with the machines that we've had before that were on tracks. And so we looked at how we could kind of line up everything as best as possible to get the trees where there were most trees on a road, or the largest trees that would be a problem. And so we said, well, if we started at, say, Green Road, which has the most trees by far of any of the roads, and started there with this machine, which is called a Centebogen, and it actually goes up and cuts the tops off the trees. You can take it down in pieces and stuff like this. And anyway, he would then just drive it right around and down Cherry Tree Hill Road, and Vincent Flats Road, and you only have to go 200 or 300 yards at most on Putnam Road, and then come back and go down down the hill and up. What am I thinking of the road name here?
Snow Hill to
Snow Hill,
Hollister Hill.
Snow Hill, and then right down Hammett Hill Road. Just come up back up to that intersection and go out and do the Markham Road and around to Factory
Chickering
Street,
and Factory
Street, and
Taylor Farm Road.
well, Taylor Farm Road is pretty well off in the bushes again. You know, we'd probably be doing some on Chickering Road. And then, you know, if you did that first and then went right down Taylor Farm, Factory Street, you'd be where you could easily get picked up and taken off the job. And that's as little backtracking as we could figure out. And so it's a matter for us of saying, well, do we want to go with Larry, say, and just go get that portion done, and then most of the rest of the area is with a few exceptions, are smaller trees, and we'd figure out how to do that somehow. I don't know. Sounds like Guthrie's probably going to be pretty tied up on road stuff, but I don't know how long that'll be. But we could get most efficient use of the machine and the dollars that way. And I've talked with Larry about it, and he didn't have time to get back down here and check what we had marked before. I mean, after the first bid, and get around and make another estimate. So I just wanted to put that before you and figure out what you wanted to do next. And we can figure it out with the operator if that's what you want to do.
So what was the 38,000? I thought you mentioned that 30-something thousand. Because the original price was 30,000 for the roads that you specified last time. Then you said there was two bids that came in, Foxfire and someone else, for 70,000. And then you did something about 38,000. Where was that?
I'm drawing a blank on that one. Jeff, do you remember?
I think we just talked about 30,000 even to finish the job as we're just describing now.
Oh, 30,000 for that.
Yeah, because
finish-
remember, we didn't
Finish
know.
the 150 trees.
Yeah. Okay.
We didn't
That's
know at that time.
$200
other
a
than-
tree.
Yeah.
And do it as you just described, but are you saying you're sticking with Larry Furno, or how's that gonna work?
Well, Larry Furno is quite a bit cheaper than anybody
Right.
else. But,
Right.
you know, obviously things have changed due to the price of diesel and all the moving around and that kind of stuff. So we're trying to coordinate it so you spend just as little time as possible moving, because that's a fixed cost that he has to deal with, or anybody has to deal with. So if he started at 21,800 and we'd talked about being up around somewhere around 30,000, and you folks said the last time we were in there that you thought that might work for you. So we're just trying to use that as our limit. And, you know, I would go out with Larry and we would say, all right, this is what we want done. Can you do it for that?
Right.
So I'd got to have a little bit of room to say, yes, we can, or no, we can't. But basically we wouldn't be talking more than $30,000, because that's
Okay.
what you said you could afford to
Right.
put into it.
So we're looking at getting as much done as possible with $30,000, and the way you've laid it out, it's gonna do the bulk of it.
Well, yes, with the least moving. So the
Right.
point is to be able to be taking down trees on the route all the way.
Right.
So you're not
Right.
driving 2 miles to someplace and not
Right.
having anything to do, and, you know.
And,
So-
and what's the timeline for Larry Furno to do that?
Well, that's what I would, you know, until I know from you folks whether you're go ahead or not. We'd like to get going on it as soon as the roads are such that you can travel on it. Of course, being on rubber, it's not gonna be quite the same as being on tracks in terms of tearing up the road. So you might be able to start a little earlier, but in order to get the machinery there and everything, I'm guessing that we're probably into mid-April anyway, depending on when spring actually breaks here. But
Okay,
But,
What is
you
it?
know, it's gonna take me a couple of days to find out when he can get down here and, you know, he's pretty workable, so we'll get on it just as soon as we get off this meeting, if it's a go.
It sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like the most efficient use of our dollars, do it that way. As
Yeah.
much as we get 3,000, lay out the route efficiently, so every tree is going by, every road is, you know, contiguous. And you wind up, you know, being done, and you've gone by a lot of roads and gotten it done. I think that's the most efficient way, so I say just go ahead and talk to Larry and get it set up. Do we need a motion for that? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. They have a budget to work in.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
All right, we'll get right on it.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Before we go on to the next item, Jen, you suppose you could make those rectangles disappear, turn up the volume and is it an Adobe one? Thank you.
Okay, so the next one, I think we better move along with our agenda and squeeze in the last petition when we can. So, the next one is supposed to be 5:35, consideration of select board appointment schedule. So are we making appointments that we're doing? Okay. Which appointments are up?
Look on the green.
The green.
The green, oh, this sheet here, right, I got it, gotcha, the green. Yep,
Just a point of order, we had in our packet, at least online, the rules of transaction.
I see
this
that.
year, and this is our first meeting after
Right.
town meeting, so we really should be organizing ourselves.
that's what I thought.
Before we do anything else.
We usually have an election of
Yeah,
chair, vice chair,
yeah,
and anybody else?
No.
No,
no,
so I thought that's what was gonna be on the agenda, but I don't see it.
right, I moved to, may we bring that up now?
I think we should.
Okay,
Yeah.
I moved to nominate Seth Gardner as chair.
Second.
But yeah, so I don't want to be
No,
part of that.
I'm
I'll
sitting in, Seth is here, so,
No,
I mean,
Scott
Scott is here, the other is Scott, yeah, Scott, you wanna run this part of?
I'd like to second that.
But you're
No,
supposed to
it's
be,
already seconded, you're now running this part of the meeting, you're calling for a vote.
Yes. Is there any other nominations for select board?
For select board chair.
For select board chair, seeing there are none other nominations, all those in favor of Seth Gardner for head select board, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Congratulations, Mr. Gardner.
Yeah, one abstention.
I'm abstaining,
Yeah.
okay, all right,
Okay.
or I'm actually recusing myself, but, okay, so let's, okay,
The
I
the
will now,
mantle's back to you.
Yeah,
and now we're gonna move to the vice chair position.
I nominate Scott Hess for vice chair.
Any further discussion? No. All those in favor of Scott Hess being vice chair for 2026 and into 2027, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes appear to have it. Congratulations, Scott Hess, you are now vice chair.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna keep sitting in this chair the rest of the meeting.
Absolutely.
In your seat.
I'll be back in May in person.
Okay,
Okay.
so the next thing that we usually do is just rules of transaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have we changed those at all?
No,
Okay,
They look pretty boilerplate, boilerplate.
I make a motion that we adopt the 2026 select board rules of transaction. Second.
any further discussion about the 2026 rules of transaction? Not hearing any. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The rules of transaction are passed. Now we're going to appointments. Okay. Now, the way we have usually done the appointments is we vote on them in a bulk listing.
Yeah.
So the only question is, have these people been contacted? On
yes, everyone has been emailed,
Yeah,
and those who responded back saying, no, I do not wish to participate, were taken off the list.
okay. Yeah, let's see, do we have the animal control officer? You see Amber's on here,
Not in the green ones.
not in the green one, you're correct. And John Boucher, you talked to him?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions? So we're missing 2 people off the DRB,
Yes,
and that is is that 9 member or 7?
it's a 9.
9, yeah, goes down to 7. And on the cemetery committee, didn't you get a new member?
We did, and you'll see that Tom and Jennifer should be on the green.
I see that.
Those are the 2 new ones.
Those are 2 new ones, okay.
And so, yeah, with the standing committee, then if the names are not over there in the green,
Yeah,
then
they're already
they're already there, yeah.
Yes.
What if they're in the yellow and don't want to continue? How's that?
Told me if they didn't want to continue, and I would have created a vacancy.
Got it, thank you.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
I was having the same thought.
Who's a member to the TV, well, Central Vermont Trash? Yeah.
All of the is Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, that's right.
We just-
No, we did, they did. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I just put him on the list.
I see him right there. We don't have an alternate, but okay, we got somebody, which is good. All right, I don't have any other questions, does anybody else?
Harriet Shea,
We did her.
we did her,
Yeah.
Hello?
I'll
Uh, Have you got Hazen Stouffer on there?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's a go?
He told me he didn't respond that he would not. And when I talked with him, he said he would.
Okay, good. He was on here a few minutes ago, but anyway, okay, thank you.
Mhm. Is he gonna be the town forester?
the town tree board.
It's gonna be town.
Tree ward.
tree ward. It's also gonna be on the forest.
I see that. Yeah. Right.
So concrete is slipping down after many, many years.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Okay, so I'd like to vote on these en masse. Cause that's moving out. Do that one.
I was just moving those papers out the microphone.
Oh, thank you so much.
Make a motion that we appoint all of the newer continuing appointees in green for 2026, 2027.
I second.
We have a second. Any further discussion on the new and continuing appointees? I don't hear any. All those in favor, please say aye.
I
The ayes appear to have it, they do have it.
just a request, Rosie, could the minutes have this as an
As an
appendix?
attachment.
Yeah, attachment, thank you.
So we'll have to sign some of these appoint things before we. Okay, next thing is on the agenda, discuss barking dog complaint. That was by Nancy and Steve Cook. I think they live on Elijah Smith Road. I read the thing, read the email. as well.
I'm right here, yes,
Okay. You're right here?
yes.
Okay. So is there anything else you want to add to your email?
No.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yep, you read it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right, so I don't think there's anything in our ordinance about barking dogs.
Yes, there is.
Oh, there is. Nuisance dog complaint,
Section 4.
okay. What do we, what are we entitled to do? I'll read that section.
I have a response.
Put that,
I have a response.
oh, you have a response. Oh, okay, beautiful.
And you are,
Carol Gaynor,
You're the owner of the dogs?
that is correct.
Oh, okay, great. All right. So,
I'm just gonna, is that okay if I just read it?
absolutely, or you want to recite it by memory, whatever you like. to do.
Oh, yeah, no, that's. So we're writing to you to provide a perspective on the recent barking dog complaint. First, we want to clarify the basic facts, like we currently do not have 4 dogs. Our female dog had an unexpected litter. And we worked to place the puppies in appropriate homes as quickly as possible, and the last one left on Sunday, yesterday. Our dogs do bark at times, like all dogs do, and they don't bark continuously for long periods. When we're home, they have access to the outdoors, to a dog door. And we call them inside when they become noisy. When we are away at work, they still have access to the fenced area for bathroom needs and exercise. But they are confined to that space, and not allowed to roam. We understand that some barking may occur during the day, but it is not constant. Since moving in, we have made multiple good faith efforts to reduce the impact of onto our neighbors, including installing and later increasing the height of the fence of the dog area, adding privacy screening to reduce the dog's line of sight, using training tools such as a bark collar, and continuing to look into longer-term options such as additional visual barriers and moving our dogs altogether to minimize triggers. We have also responded to texts about barking and by calling the dogs inside when notified, and I remain willing to do that. I am happy to work with reasonable requests and clear, respectful communication. There has unfortunately been tension in communication with our neighbor, particularly after an upsetting interaction between her and my husband in 2024, when I explicitly requested my husband not be contacted. In 2025, because of the disrespectful way she texted and spoke to me, we have limited direct contact to avoid further conflict. We also have concerns about the frequency and intensity of her monitoring of our property and dogs, which at times felt intrusive and contributed to the strain in the relationship. That has made it harder to handle informally, which is why we are here in front of the board. We're not trying to be difficult neighbors, and we both work full-time, and we are doing our best to balance normal dog ownership with respect to those around us. We have actively been working to address our neighbors' concerns, and through installing fence, increasing the height, and adding privacy, and using bark collars, all at our own cost and expense, which has been significant. We remain open to reasonable solutions, and we are very much hope that this issue can be resolved.
Okay, so how many dogs do you have now?
We have 3 dogs.
3 dogs, okay, and you expect to keep the 3 dogs?
Yes.
Okay. So one of the observations in the email was the screening wasn't adequate on your fence, you could still see through it, is that correct? I saw that. Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
They can see through it.
they can see through it, I wonder if they can jump over?
Well, not yet, they're not jumping. But they can,
They're not jumping over. They did escape like once when we
Yeah.
were trying to put it, but they have not escaped in a really long time.
Yeah, so what are the chances are you can make that screening more easy, harder to see through? Is there any way you can do that?
Yeah.
Was that,
I have to say that the screening isn't going to do any good.
Oh, okay.
Because our house is up above
Oh.
theirs. And the dogs can see us.
Yeah.
On our deck.
Yeah.
And this morning, I opened the door to go out and the barking started.
Hmm.
So someone did call them in. Eventually.
We're constantly aware of when my neighbor goes on a walk and trying to call them in. I am constantly aware of it.
Yeah.
And we're always trying to do, and we register them, they're farm dogs. And we are aware of that, but I don't believe that it's a rural area.
right,
We're
right.
gonna have animals, so we're gonna have.
Yeah, yeah. What about the barking collar thing?
So we have the barking collars, but the dog that barks is the mom. And so
Oh.
while she was pregnant, we were not able to put the collar on because she's pregnant. So now that she's not longer pregnant and not nursing,
Yeah.
we are putting the collar back on.
And so that'll help. Do you have to, trigger that manually or when the
No.
dog barks? It
When the
automatically,
dog bark, it shocks her. We
Right.
took cause it had like a protector. in
Right.
it. We took that off
yeah,
so that she could feel it,
right.
you know.
Does it
and-
work?
I'm sorry?
Does it work?
She barks and then she gets quiet a little bit, so,
But it doesn't stop the barking, consistently.
I mean, but, we,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't stop the barking. I mean, I cannot keep them quiet all the time.
Yeah.
I will have to say, this is a rural area. I live in a rural area on a farm. My neighbors aren't real close, but I can tell you that when I go outside, dogs bark. And that's just part of life.
Not this kind of barking, is not part of life.
Well, I haven't been there, so I don't know.
And,
So I
you
can't
know,
speak to
maybe East Montpelier is rural, but we're close, our houses are close. And their dogs are barking a lot, and when I walk by the house, it's as if they have never seen me before, even though for the last year, however old they are, they've seen me walk
When
by
you walk
every
by my house, my dogs are gonna come right out and they're gonna bark. And that's what they're there
That
for, to
should-
let me know somebody is there.
Then
And I'm sorry, that is part of the rule of life.
tickets.
What about sitting out on their porch there that they have for the dog and sitting there barking for 3 hours at a time?
Anyway.
Well, we do have,
Or a yard, or sit on our deck, grill a hamburger without the dogs barking.
what's the solution? I mean, we do have an ordinance that says dogs couldn't bark more than 15 minutes at a time, like this, right?
Yeah.
But how do we get the dogs to stop barking for 15 minutes at a time?
Well, the ordinance has enforcement provisions and the animal control officer can write a ticket. And penalty for the first offense is
Oh, right.
$50 or $25, depending on whether they contest it or
Right.
not. Second, and then it keeps going up.
Now, does the animal control officer actually have to observe that? I mean, don't do it by hearsay. Don't give out.
I would think that you would have to observe it.
Yeah, what do you say, Rose?
I just wanted to, as you read further, dogs that are licensed as farm dogs.
Yeah,
are
we
allowed
saw
to-
that.
Yeah, dogs that are licensed as farm dogs, the exception for them is if the working farm dog is barking in order to herd or protect livestock or poultry or to protect crops.
It's not happening. I don't.
Doesn't sound like it.
They have sheep.
They have sheep, but
Yeah, we do.
but are the dogs with the sheep or are they in your house and in your yard?
No, their dogs are mainly in our house,
Yeah.
but we use them sometimes to herd the sheep on the other side.
Right, so the way I read this, if they're out herding the sheep, then they
Barking
can
is
bark.
acceptable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what it is. So the only way that we have to control what's happening is by issuing tickets. Is that what I'm getting out of this?
That's what I'm getting.
And John, and I was expecting him here, I don't know him personally, but he did go by our house
Yeah,
and witnessed it.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if he had said anything, you know, but he said that he didn't, he was there and he saw the dogs and,
right,
you know, and they went back inside the house and he did not think at the time that it was,
Yeah.
extreme or.
right. So the only way that we can monitor is by keep sending them out there. I mean, what other tools do we have? I mean, this lady is complaining about your dogs, but for us to issue tickets, our town dog animal control officer has to go out there and observe the dog barking for more than 15 minutes. That's the way the ordinance is, correct?
It doesn't say anything about who needs.
Yeah, I know that, but
the
it's really-
ordinance specified 15 minutes, yeah.
But it's difficult to do it on your.
You can't really do it on your side.
No, I can't. So. I mean, if there's some other way to control your dogs from barking, we're open to suggestions. We don't know how to do that. So do you have a different idea?
I do
for
not.
these dogs? Okay. Anybody else have?
Or keeping them inside, I mean, not having the access to their.
Yeah, that's not really cool for dogs.
And like I said, my dog, I want them barking.
Yeah.
If somebody's coming by, I want them to put it there.
Yeah, my dog is,
And your dog does the same
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
just like everybody else's dog.
yeah, correct.
And
But it sounds like these dogs,
if it's excessive, then I don't know what else to tell you other than the ticket.
Without, just so that people know, not without, that we're still looking for solutions, like.
yes,
We're thinking that maybe to put like something on top of the.
that's what I was
fence
thinking too.
that they cannot see over to the warehouse. And we are thinking, which is a lot more costly, to actually move them to a different part when we are not home and able to control them.
Correct.
But as she put on her email, like we will do work an hour away, so it would not be fair to have the dogs, not access outside for that long period of time. But,
Right.
but to ease our minds, we are looking for solutions
Yeah.
still.
So I think the way we should proceed is you should continue to look for solutions. I think putting something over would be helpful, so they can't see up to cooks. And the other thing is, we will send the constable up there, to investigate it. And if he observes the dogs, barking excessively, he will have the ability to write a ticket. So I think that's how we need to proceed. Hopefully you'll come up with some solutions, so none of that will happen.
Okay.
So that's about as much time as we can spend on tonight, out of respect to all the other things we have to do tonight, but we would like to see a solution, so it worked out better for you.
Thank you for listening.
All right, well, thank you for coming in, appreciate it,
I mean,
and thank you for coming in. And we'll see what happens, but we will pass that on to our animal control officer. Okay, all right. All right. Next item. Just East Montpelier Fire Department request to use EMSB capital funds to replace their analytic light tax monitor. You have the floor. Good evening. Good evening.
You guys have the presentation for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
we have some,
Yeah, I've got it.
perfect. And
I
we
have-
do have.
haven't
one
seen any
addition-
numbers.
What's that?
I haven't seen any numbers. Do you have something with numbers
It
on
should
it?
be in the back there. No, we've got other copies. And then we do have one addition that we finally got firm pricing on this one for the SCBA that we talked about.
I see total project cost. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, I read it a couple times. How many units are we talking about?
Two,
Yeah, this is not the air tax.
correct. That's, yeah.
This is something different.
This is replacing the two defibrillators that
Yeah.
we have, one on each end.
So both ambulances have cardiac monitors in the present room. They're aging out towards the end of their life, and they're also just old technology. The hospital would really appreciate it if we could transmit our EKGs to them so that the doctor can review it while we're en route to the hospital.
Yeah.
And save some time, get people to Burlington if they need to go to Burlington quickly. We can bypass CVH for the paramedic and go right there and get them some faster treatment. These ones, the new ones are a little bit lighter and easier to use as well. And they're also what everybody around us is using, and that gives us some interagency operability. When we have paramedics come in, they're familiar with the monitors we're using. That can be a little bit difficult with the current monitors.
So the total cost of the project is $94,600. That's with trading in the 2 units. We would be financing through Zoll for 36 months with 0% interest for an estimated monthly payment of $2,628. So it wouldn't really be coming out of capital. It'd be coming out of our annual revenue before it goes in.
We also, in October, we paid off our striker loan for our tower cost in the ambulances. That was $1,300 a month, so that covers about half of that monthly cost.
So you're gonna take this out of Angels revenue before it goes into the capital?
Yeah, effectively.
Yes.
Right.
We just want to be transparent.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's on the same page.
You'd like to know where the money's coming from.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a good idea myself. I mean, it's just gonna cost more money as long as you put it off.
Absolutely. Yeah, and if
And unfortunately, it's not the air tax, which I was hoping it was.
That's next.
I know, that's even more money.
it is,
Yeah,
but it's better than the last one, so.
all right.
So you said that the current LifePak 15 cardiac monitors are entering the later stage of their operational life cycle, what does that mean?
They're old.
They're aging out and it's hard to get, replacement parts and they're 10 to 15 years old and they're just not the latest,
They break more often.
the latest cardiac monitoring and doesn't provide the best patient care.
Okay, so you didn't have a specific number in mind for, this is their operational life cycle,
No,
they're almost at the end of it, no, okay, okay.
And how much are they giving you for?
I think it was 5,600 per unit. So they're around 11,000.
Yeah. And the old ones, we can't transmit the EKGs on routes. Right. Hmm. Well, I don't know, I think it sounds like it'd be a good idea. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. We need a motion, I believe.
I move to authorize the East Montpelier Fire Department to purchase 2 Zoll X series advanced cardiac monitors. I don't think I need to add that bit about the 36-month period, yeah, okay. Period.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, just one thing, what has been done to go and look at other suppliers for this? I mean, it kind of looks like we're talking single source. I'm just curious if there's been any efforts to price out from multiple distributors for this.
For Zoll itself, or
I mean, Zoll is the manufacturer, but I'm just doing a quick search here and there are other, medical providers who potentially could be providing it at a less cost. So I'm just curious, have you tried to go in and search for multiple providers of this, or have you just gone straight to Zoll alone and just?
so for Zoll, there's only one representative for Vermont. And none of that's the cost. We could look at other entities that makes cardiac monitors, but that would not make us unison for Central Vermont and make interoperability better. But for Zoll itself, there's only one rep for the state. So, we could contact a rep, say out of New York, but then they would defer us to the Vermont reps.
Okay.
And so are there other manufacturers besides Zoll, I think?
So currently we use life pack monitors.
Okay,
And
that's a
super happy
different-
with them.
No,
that's a
and
different manufacturer. than Zoll.
and like if we were to call in Medic Intercept from our Perry town, they can't hook up to our pads or our 12 lead, or it
Got
makes
it.
it very complicated.
Not compatible.
I mean, I'm just looking here and I can see like AED.US sells Zoll series, as well. There are other companies that sell this as well, at potentially a better price, so.
So that's a third party vendor, where if we buy directly from Zoll, we get better service, better warranty, that sort of stuff.
So there's like a maintenance plan that comes along with this as a result. So you're not just getting the unit, you're getting maintenance plan, you're getting coverage as well. Okay, that seems more worth it to me than just,
But well, the other thing is though, the compatibility with the other systems that are around.
I mean, if it's the same machine.
Oh, it's the same
The
thing.
same machine, compatible, it's from a different vendor.
Okay, I got it, right. But it sounds like the vendor that you've chosen is the one that has this area.
Yes, yeah,
Right.
he's actually works for Zoll.
Yeah.
And not, a third party.
Right,
vendor.
correct.
I mean, if you're getting I can understand that if you're getting a maintenance plan, other aspects that service it as well.
Good question. Yeah. So it looks like this is what you settled on for your option.
So yeah, and as far as Zoll monitors, we looked at some other options they have. This is not the latest and greatest. Their new monitor is all touch screen and it's very fancy. This is a little bit more simple. This is what the military is still using. And plans to continue to use. Zoll will support that monitor for years to come, is what they're telling us.
All right, well, I think that's probably a good choice. As far as we know, which isn't much. All right, so we have a motion before us.
Yeah, and just point of order, I might have said it very quietly, but the last few words of the motion were using existing capital funds. Make sure that's clear.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that's not correct, actually.
That's not correct.
It's using
Not
ambulance
using
revenue
capital
before it goes in the capital funds. That's what
It's
it's
operating,
Okay,
operating funds.
the memo that we've gotten from the fire department says in the first paragraph, using existing capital funds.
Yeah, it does say that, correct.
Yeah.
Right. So that's not accurate.
Yeah, that is correct, that is not.
Okay. So,
They're gonna use ambulance revenue before it goes into the capital reserve or the contingency fund.
do they need to come to us for
No.
that authorization then?
Technically, no.
Right,
No.
okay.
We wanted to come to you before.
We want to be
started.
transparent.
Okay.
And this is actually a good way to do it.
Mhm.
Instead of taking it out of the capital reserve, putting in, putting out,
Mhm.
they're gonna finance it with capital that comes in,
Mhm.
with revenue that comes. Ambulance revenue. This is a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Actually. What do you
Okay.
think, Tom?
I've been trying to tell them for years, you need to be more transparent, how you go about doing business. Just because we don't have to,
Yeah,
doesn't mean you should.
yeah, well, this is a significant expense also.
That-
And before you, it's written in our agreement, that you're supposed to come up to us after you spend anything over 25,000.
No, 40.
40, we changed it, that's right, the last
40.
meeting, and now it's 40, but this is 94, so there you go.
Okay, well, now I've gotten through my thick head that it's not coming from capital funds
Right.
and we don't have to authorize it, then I think.
No,
I think we're approving.
But we have to, they have to bring the request to us. But is it to take it out of the capital funds or just to spend money,
No.
period?
No, that's just the thing about in capital plans.
Okay, so this isn't coming out of the capital.
Yeah.
fund.
It is not.
So-
So technically, they didn't have.
That's correct.
So
Right.
could maybe we should approve.
But
it.
for
Just for clarity.
transparency, I just think it's good. That we
No, I
know
agree.
exactly
Yeah.
what's going
I
Yeah,
agree.
not here. Okay,
So
on. Been too
we
much
can go through a
smoke and
form,
mirrors in the past.
so we can just approve it.
yeah, and we can go through a formal amendment process, or we can just say the original motion was to approve the purchase.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
it works good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the motion,
Purchase not.
Correct, thank you.
Thank you.
all right, so is there any more discussion?
Sign it over there.
I'm sorry. Can I just ask a clarification, because the town report says, which is probably wrong, any capital purchase exceeding 20,000 is already approved by both towns.
No.
Montpelier, you're saying it's 40 now?
It got changed in the last round of negotiations that we had.
Is it 20,000 for a single purchase, 40,000?
Should have been 40,000.
40,000.
But the thing is, it's out of the capital reserve.
Yeah.
But this isn't out, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was 40,000. Gotcha, all right,
Thank you.
all right, so can we move forward here, folks? Okay, so we have a motion before us. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
The ayes appear to have it, do have it. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Let's talk about ACVA.
There's another request.
There it is. And I apologize, I just got these numbers this morning, so they don't, they're.
Is this, okay, so what are we looking at now?
The handout that I passed out, the last page,
Last page.
is the SCBA quote from Brett.
Oh, you got that, wait. You got that.
It's right here.
Oh, got it.
I got it, that's right.
All right. The last page.
So we talked about our self-contained breathing apparatus at the last quarterly meeting.
Yeah.
They're coming to the end of their life as well. The bottles need to be replaced this year. When we went to get pricing on bottles, we found out that they are no longer supported. We can't get parts or service for it. So I've got a quote here for 18 new SCBA. Reynolds was able to work us up a pretty good deal compared to the last quote you guys saw. All of the extra cylinders are coming for free. And we do get a little bit of incentive. If we commit to 18, they will bill us in 2 separate fiscal years to spread it out across the capital. We don't plan to finance this one.
You're just taking that out of capital reserve?
Correct. And current capital balance is 321, 439 and 49 cents.
So you're gonna take half, so 78,000?
Correct.
So we talked about this at your meeting, and was the compressor gonna be able to charge these things up?
Yes, so they're the same PSI. Eventually, the compressor is going to have to be replaced, but
Yeah.
right now it's still working.
And it will get the bottles up to correct pressure?
Correct. Yeah. It takes a couple cycles of the compressor running, and it's certainly undersized and past its life too. It's been moved from the other station.
Oh, it's up there now?
It was up there.
Oh, wow,
Years
that-
ago,
that's
and we built the
one
building,
that I-
it got moved down here.
Oh, so that thing's old.
I did some digging. I think it from 2002 was the receipt I found.
2002.
And what's that gonna cost to replace that?
56, I think. Yeah. I don't have that full.
56,000?
We're holding on that one as long as we can.
That's good.
Parts are also not available for that.
Nice. All right,
Hopefully there'll be some grant money somewhere down
right,
the road, so that compressor, when I got it in 2002, cost about half of what
it was,
it was worth at that time, and we got a grant for half of it.
so that'd be a good
Hopefully
idea.
there's some federal grant money that will come down at some point from FEMA or something.
So how do you folks handle, looking for grants? Do you have somebody that's looking for grants or?
We do have a new member who is pretty well versed in grants. He did a lot of grant writing in Woodbury. So he's a captain with us now and is actively working on some grant stuff for us.
Because we are thinking about establishing a grant committee, and that would be something that we could task them with. Is looking for any grant that would help support the fire department, right? So that's a good thing for us to remember.
Yeah.
Moving forward, because, you know, a lot of the stuff's expensive and grants would definitely help.
We're trying to keep you a little more apprised of our needs in the future, so that.
Yeah, no, but,
That helps out.
it's good that we're having the conversation because we will move that forward on our end. And just to help you with the grants, but anyway, so just to deal with the Scott, or not, they're not Scott, right, or are they?
Now they're not.
All right. So. We probably should have a motion and then we could discuss it further. Or whatever. I mean, we discussed this a while ago at the fire department meeting, and it sounds like we have to do it. Is that correct?
There's a much choice in that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So this time the motion is to authorize you to take it out of capital reserves. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the.
And they are proposing to do it for 2 years.
Right,
Just to soften the blow.
right. Does that need to go in the motion, do you think?
I don't know,
Okay, it doesn't hurt.
doesn't hurt, right?
No,
Doesn't
okay.
hurt.
So I move to authorize the East Montpelier Fire Department to spend up to, you put down 156,719. Why don't we say up to $160,000 on replacing their SCBA equipment, because it's a lot more than cylinders. You taking the money out of their capital reserves. Is that okay? Okay,
Over 2 years.
over 2 fiscal years. Yes, thank you.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion? Not hearing any. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, it's here they have it, they do have it. There we go.
Thank you.
Have a nice night.
Thank you.
Whew. All right, let's see, where are we here? Oh, these folks have been waiting for the Colvin Road FEMA buyout approval. I remember you from last year signing multiple forms. What's going on? No money? No money. Have they paid it for any houses in Vermont? I heard one.
Yeah, Vermont is getting worse slowly.
It
Yeah.
seems to be in motion.
Okay, so some houses have been bought.
Well, and I know in Wolcott, they've done 2, I'm aware of, that people have actually got the money.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
was
the,
from the first.
Yeah, I think it might be 2023 that's being paid out.
so we just have to re-up those forms if they expire.
I think that they tweaked them a little bit, but there's nothing very
Nice.
surprising.
Yeah. All right,
So we're all kind of in the flow, but.
Yeah.
It's should be from out.
more or less. So, what do you want? Do you want us to sign those forms tonight?
Yes. And they need to be notarized. Yeah.
Oh, they need to be notarized, no?
Do we need a resolution or a motion? A motion?
We do.
So, do you need, did you say?
If possible, motion.
I don't think so. We've already approved to do it, so.
We're just
We're
updating.
just
the form.
updating the
Okay.
form.
Okay.
Sign and provide it to them, so they don't have to wait,
Sure,
so they don't have to wait until the end.
sure. Let's have a signing festival.
Sure. Ask them.
You read it, you understand it, you wanna sign it in front of me?
Oh, yeah, me, sure.
You too?
Great.
Do you need?
Now, what
I know
happens,
who
if-
you are.
Is it just Seth that needs to sign it?
I had,
It's in the,
Okay,
yeah, that's right, those are the same forms I signed last year. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you know.
so there, are they in the packet?
Yeah.
I see some, I
Three
see
different-
sign here. Right here. Right,
Parentheses, we don't sign that in that because.
it's just printing on name.
Oh, I see, so.
That's
You're the
property
first,
owner.
but
Yeah,
you're the first.
right, so I just got to print my name.
You sign.
Nothing yet, that's you. Witness.
Why is it asking to notarize if there's no signature?
I don't, that's the wrong person. So wait a minute,
I'm happy to watch it.
so it's not on the back. Right here, that's
There you
property
go.
owner. That's not me, all right, oh, it
There
is,
you are,
right,
it's-
right,
yeah. So go ahead.
so where do I sign it?
Above,
Above here?
yeah,
Okay,
in the space there.
and the date?
323.
Oh,
Anything else you need?
I mean, if you could kick the beam on me, but that would be nice, but no, I don't expect the dad.
Well, we're gonna eliminate people anyway, or, that's good news.
Yeah, just something.
You know, yeah, all right. So,
Yeah.
all right. So are we done with Coburn Road? So I can move the next, I can start talking
Okay.
while you're doing what you're doing.
good luck, Karen.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck. If you need anything else, just, I mean, you got my number. I can always run down here and sign the forms like I did before.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Tree removal projects, that's the thing we just did with
Yeah.
Paul Kate?
Yeah,
All done.
Perfect. Grants committee resolution. Hey. Uh-huh. So. There were some edits that I have not read yet. Did you read them?
I wasn't aware that there was no editing.
Oh, I think I got something, yeah.
Is that the one on the website? Is that edited?
Not edited, that's the original on the website.
Okay.
Got the email.
So,
Which one?
which email has the?
Yeah,
edited?
I have an email. About edit.
I've got,
Is that from Ben?
no, Ben is one.
Okay. So I had some ideas about tweaking that. At the beginning.
Yeah. Did you see this email from Ben? Sunday or was it that? But he wants to spend some time with people who are back on.
Well. That, the thing about these folks, is they spend a lot of time on some of these things, and they need to move forward with that stuff. Which is the plan.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty simple concept. And we can tweak it, right? Why not?
We can tweak it, but really prove that.
Well. Do you want to tweak it, or you just want to let it, give it back to them?
We can, but to me, it's a little bit ridiculous.
The ridiculous, argument about, me too, okay, so. In my mind, we should just move it forward,
Okay, that's fine.
but we need to change it a little bit,
Yeah, we can do that.
not hard. It says 3 members, it should be 5.
Right.
We should try it for a year.
Yep.
Those are the ones I thought.
Then no grant application shall be submitted without the select board approval,
Yeah.
which may be delegated to the town administrator.
You have.
Now, one of the concerns that I have is this could be a lot of work for the town administrator. Next year, that's why I said just 1 year, because you don't want to overburden. Our
Well,
town
not only
administrator.
that, but when they're writing these grants, typically, and I've done a fair amount of grant writing myself, usually there's an investment cost.
Administrative costs on it.
For reimbursement
Oh,
for her.
That's okay.
I mean, per time, I understand. She's spending a lot of time on this stuff, but. If the town needs to get reimbursement on some of this stuff, it's gonna be.
Correct.
Tail a great deal of time.
so Jen, what are you thinking?
That's.
Are you thinking this is gonna be a big problem as far as your workload goes?
I mean, grants definitely increase the workload. If there's a grant committee, help with some of the tasks. That
Yeah.
would offload some of that,
Yeah,
as long as they're working efficiently,
right,
using teamwork.
right.
You're working with you, not against you.
Yeah.
So are you in favor of the concept?
I think it's a good idea, to, like, to give it a temporary period of time, see if
Yeah.
it's working.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what I think. too.
I see a big benefit in somebody who has been all tracking and knows when dates are, you know, tell us when something's coming up as well, and just having that centralized in somebody that can, you know, track them through the process, I think will help us.
Well, one of the things they're gonna do with the opposite is they're gonna look for grants.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the fire, you know, hey, this is a good idea. They haven't always looked for grants, you know, they don't always have people at skill level, you know, in the fire department getting looked at. So they will have people that are actually looking for grants and have, you know, higher level of skill. You know, that can work on grants, so I think it's a good idea, I don't think we gotta belabor it to death. You?
No way.
I think we can make it work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
How long did you do that?
Until it's done.
All right, so how are we gonna move forward with this? We haven't really drafted up our, for our amendments to the document.
Could
Yeah.
we authorize Jen to?
Yeah.
Make those edits
Yeah,
and.
So if we make the motion to approve it, we can then in discussion, because the only edits we're looking at are, what, 5 members instead of 3,
Yeah.
and 1 year instead of 3.
And then a number in, section 3.
one, just has to get select board approval.
Yes,
Yeah, that's acceptable for approval. I think
Yeah.
we can do that in an amendment on the motion, right? And then just move it forward.
And just have her draft it up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, we wanna start with, section 3,
Do I need to make the motion first to accept it and then we'll do it in discussion? Is that?
We can do it that.
Yes.
So I'll make a motion to accept the grants, sorry, to accept the resolution establishing the East Montpelier Grants Committee
with the following amendments. We're about
with
to,
the following amendments, which was
second,
You second it?
yes.
Oh, okay, any further discussion? Do we-
then we're going to make the amendments that we just discussed.
Yeah.
5 members instead of 3,
Right.
1 year instead of 3-year
Yeah.
terms. And
So
then
where does it say 5 members?
that
Read
is
that right now.
section 4, membership.
So I'm just capturing.
Yep,
this.
no, absolutely.
It will consist of 5, okay,
Terms, so in section 6.
hold on.
Oh, sorry, I'm going too fast.
No question.
Get through here.
We're still behind.
Okay, next terms,
And the terms shall serve a 1-year terms instead of 3-year terms,
okay,
and may be reappointed. And then under section 5, town administrator ex officio role, it's no, is that correct?
I'm gonna. And under 7, the committee is established, as a 1-year committee.
Yep.
Instead of a permanent standing committee. And then I wanted to go back to 3, Flag, the second sentence, I don't have language for this. But it says prior to submission of any grant application, the committee shall inform the select board of the grant opportunity and proposed application. I mean, by the time you have a grant application. I don't know, maybe this is saying the same thing that I'm interested in. I'm interested in avoiding the situation where we've had people come to us the day before the grant is due and say, hey, we filled this thing out and we want you to approve it.
Absolutely.
Grant submissions must be approved by the select board, which may be designated to town administrator.
Well, I already have that here, no
Oh,
grant
gotcha.
application, so I'm crossing out the last sentence in that paragraph 3.
Got it, okay.
And replacing it with no grant application shall be submitted without the select board's approval, which may be delegated to the town administrator. But I just wanna have something in here that indicates that before, significant work is done on a grant, that the select board approves that going forward. Rather than having them get the grant all written up and then coming to the select board and say, hey, is it okay if we, approve it, if we submit it?
You'd say something about being timely or,
Yeah.
select board needs.
The need
notice,
for-
timely notice,
Yeah.
timely notice, possible grant.
Okay,
Oh, just,
Needs to make the
And then-
select board aware of it.
In a timely
Please.
manner.
2 weeks ahead of time or in a time and then give it a little flexibility.
And then do we want to codify directly into it that one of the responsibilities is to search for new grants?
Yes.
so what I have here then is in section 3, replacing the second sentence that begins prior to with the committee shall make the select board aware of grant opportunities in a timely manner.
Yeah. like-
Okay.
I mean, I'll definitely get the message if we
Yeah.
plan down a couple,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's happened already. Okay.
And as to your last proposal, Joe, isn't that what the first sentence of section 2 said?
First,
Yeah, no, you're right, it's covered under that.
Okay.
To identify grant opportunities, yep, so
anything else?
I'm done.
I mean, this is not real important, but people don't understand what ex officio means. That's all. And
Yeah.
it's a perfectly good term, but I am trying in documents I control to replace it by, well, in section 4, the town administrator serving as a voting member by virtue of their office, which is just translating it into Latin, from Latin to English.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, okay,
And you changed it to 5, right?
yes.
All right. Ready to vote? Tom?
Yep. Good.
Scott?
Good.
Now we're gonna vote. You good?
Yep.
Okay, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Guys, if you have it, they do have it.
Okay,
we got a lot of-
Rosie, I will send you the amended.
So we'd have to have a different version to sign. And I've got a lot of signatures here, but I think they're all on that.
Oh, are we gonna sign it? Do we have to sign it tonight?
We don't have to, we can
No,
stop by.
it's gonna
because-
be, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of work to
Oh,
incorporate.
some of these are the CDBGR.
Yeah, those we can sign.
Yeah, so we can't find out, so. Whatever, work it out. Or you could just appoint me to sign it. You guys don't have to.
Sign.
Or just let
That's
us know.
true.
Let us know.
That's what I'll just stop by and do.
Yeah.
See ya.
But,
We just do it that way,
okay,
we can just stop by and sign.
stop by and sign it, okay.
Okay. All right, so.
And this is, yeah, just right at the top, it says it's adopted on March 2nd, and we'll change that too.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Did you folks get a chance to sign in on our clipboard?
I signed it.
Okay, so the next item, discuss community wood grant.
Super. I'm here, Seth. Selena,
Okay.
thanks. Thank you so much. And thank you for that great progress. Maybe this is a moot point because in my mind now, this should go into the grants committee, but it is a deadline that is coming up on April 22nd. So tonight I wanted to flag that there is a community wood grant that is up to $1 million with no matching funds, and it could help our residents get off expensive oil to advance wood heat systems, which is something that a number of residents have noted with our Dream Grant work that they want to do, but can't afford it. And given the Strait of Hormuz, like all of the crazy geopolitical chaos that we're up against, I thought I would flag this one because our residents are going to need help on figuring out how to get off fossil fuels. And so this is one, and what I thought I would do is ask for permission to pursue this, to assemble a small team. Basically, I'm asking for your blessing to build a team to explore the feasibility, come back to you with a really clear picture of how we would pursue it before April 22nd. Maybe this is something that I just bring right into the grants committee. I mean, that to me is exactly what we should be. Hopefully we'll have this beautiful calendar. We'll all know what's coming down the pike. But given the chaos in the world right now, I just thought this is worth flagging this one. And we have support from the Department of Forest and Recs and other groups that want to help our town get off oil and find.
Can you get us that information by our next meeting, which will be April 6th?
No problem. Yep.
Okay.
Can you
Sounds
give us
good.
an idea of what you're thinking about?
Can you just send it around?
Yep.
No, I'm wondering if you have any idea what you're thinking about the project, for a project.
We are thinking about a mini district system potentially, but I don't want to get too into the weeds. I want to be able to talk to some other people that and be able to kick it around with some folks on the energy committee, et cetera. So I'd rather not get ahead of my skis, which I always do, Carl. Happy to talk to you in person about ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, let it happen.
Yeah, and I thought I heard you say that there was no match. The document I'm looking at says that it's a 1-to-1 match from the town.
No, the one that I'm pursuing, but let me get you all the details. The one that I just looked at with this community wood grant is not a match according to the resources that I have, but I want to be able to dig in deeply and make sure that I'm all correct on things. So that's why I'm asking for your blessing to pursue like a feasibility study kind of team to really look into the details of it.
That's a good idea, Selena. I think because we have so many things to do tonight, I think that we should just do what you gotta do. If you can report to us by April 6th, I'd appreciate it. If there's some information you want to send around to us before that meeting, I'd appreciate that too, but.
Really appreciate it.
So because 23rd is,
It's
coming up, yeah. So
Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thanks.
thank you, Selena, for looking into that and bringing it to our attention, but great work, and just move forward. We'll see what happens.
Awesome. Thanks, all of you. Thanks, bye.
Consideration of CDBG grant, municipal policy and code MT1 form, possible motion.
So for the CDBG grant, we have two forms. There's the MP1 form, which addresses missing policies of the town. So this will add additional policies in order to move forward with the grant. It's required by the grant. And then the other one is a grant resolution for the same grant. And that's just a formality to move forward with this grant.
Is that the $100,000 grant or is it 30,000?
This is the $100,000 grant.
Okay.
At the Orchard Valley.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the one you already put up the RFP.
Yep, I put the fees out.
Yeah. All right. So is this the boilerplate language that we're looking at?
The language from the Vermont Community Development Program and federal law. Any flags you see, Jen, in the language?
No, I had a conversation with BLCT and I said this is the normal form that they use, the MP1, and she explained it how once you sign it, then it adopts these policies. We don't need to make new policies.
Correct. Right. All right. And we have to sign this, it looks like. Yeah, one of the things are gonna do. Right here. Oh, this is about handicap, blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
Okay, that's just a working document.
all right. Okay, here. Check me, look on.
That was a little strange to see.
All right. These are. All right, I would like to something that we should do to move the process forward. So we need a motion.
Make a motion, we sign the resolution for the CDG grant.
It's the municipal policy.
And
Can we move the vote?
So,
Well, the next one is consideration of the grant resolution form.
Right.
So it's two different.
so you want to go two different motions?
I think so, yep. Yep. Okay, so you made the motion, consideration of CDBG grant, municipal policy and codes, form. Yep. Okay, we made a motion. I made a motion.
I second it.
You second it. Any further discussion? Not hearing any? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Guys, appear to have it, they do have it. The next motion is consideration of CDBG grant resolution form, different form. And we have to sign that just to move the vote. Right? I think it's the resolution for the grant.
Make motion to accept the CDBG grant resolution form.
The one that I have is past the 4th day of August, 2025. Do we have an updated version?
Do we change the date or how's that work?
You actually passed the resolution in your select board meeting on August 4th.
Right.
We didn't have the resolution to sign, so we're picking up now.
Oh, so we don't need a motion.
So we don't need a motion, then we gotta sign. It's already approved.
They're not clear on that.
We approved the resolution, because I was unaware they needed a resolution
All right,
until I was
right.
given the word conditions.
why don't we just do the resolution now?
And change it to today's date.
Correct.
Yeah. And then number 5 is left blank. We fill that in before we pass it. Somebody authorized to be a contact person. Okay. How about the town administrator is authorized to be the contact person?
Yeah.
That's a position rather than a person. Yeah.
All right, so did someone make the motion?
Yes.
Not sure I made the right one, but. It's resolution.
Yeah.
All right, Joe made the resolution, do I have a second? Or do we have a second?
Yeah.
Tom made the second. Any further discussion? You all talked out? Okay.
Yeah.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Guys, appear to have it, they do have it. Okay, so we have to sign that before we leave. We'll have to change the date on it.
Yeah.
Okay, next item. Not doing that bad, actually, considering. Discuss being an EV charger site host. All right. We have,
We already were.
no, we have.
We have two over here.
Correct. But this becomes, what's the hope to get on the map?
The first line says that the Vermont AOT plans to issue a second request for proposals to pre-qualified charging providers. So we are signing up to be beneficiaries of that second RFP, I think.
I think it was 4 units and one of them has to be in a handicap spot.
Oh, at the garage, they have that set up. The new town garage has it set up that way.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
why eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are, a key consideration for becoming a site host is to be within 1 to 3 miles of interstate exits or key state highways. So including US 2,
That's to have 4.
that's for
Minimum of
becoming a
4.
site host.
For sites located within 1 to 3 miles, you have to have a minimum of 4 charging ports.
Oh,
Sites
right,
located further than 3 miles away,
Okay.
a minimum of 4 posts is required.
okay,
All 4 posts can ports can be DC fast charging. Or can be AC level 2 chargers, those are slow ones, right?
Well, they are the medium ones.
Okay,
We have a level 2 charger here. That's
Yeah.
what we have. So
But
the
they're
level,
talking 4.
the DC fast charging stations, if you've seen the 4 new ones that they put where the Redemption Center used to be
Oh,
near Shaw's and
Montpelier.
downtown Montpelier, those are the size of them. So they're big suckers.
We don't have those.
We don't have anyone.
We don't have any of
No.
those.
No, they have them in Berlin, they have it in Montpelier, but not here.
Is this, so they would put them in? Is this is how this thing is gonna work? Become an EV charging site host?
It says up to $13
$13
million
million.
of federal funding will be awarded.
To pre-qualified EV charging providers to install EV charging equipment. That meet the criteria outlined below.
And we provide the physical space for installing EV charging stations, so it would have to be on town land, that sounds like.
And we only have 2 right now, correct?
We have one there, and do we have just one at the new town
Well,
garage?
we made provision for 4, did we not, on the town garage?
No, just one.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, we took those out because of the cost.
I thought we looked, put the conduit in or something. So we could.
That's in the garage.
That's in the garage.
So that's one thing afterwards I gotta bring up an issue that we actually discussed after Tuesday. Tie out. That we need to talk about. The town garage.
So you have to have. I don't know. Is there something we want to? I don't know.
I think, yeah, we could upgrade over here to have a DC charger as well as, 2 DC chargers as well as 2 AC chargers. Level 2.
We'd have to put 2 more chargers in.
Yeah,
We have 2 now,
yeah.
right?
Well, we have one over there now.
Oh, just one, I thought there was 2.
There were 2, and then we took that out and put in the one dump charger.
I thought there was 2.
There used to be 2, but I thought we put 2 new ones in.
Well, I've gone over there when someone's charging and found only one plug.
I'm the same about,
Yeah,
Maybe we only have
there's
one.
one level 2, and
Yeah.
I think there's 3 level 1s, but I think you have to have your own charger.
yeah, level 1, they're just
right.
outlets, 110 volt outlets.
Yeah.
So we only have 1.
Yeah,
So this would be a significant upgrade.
yes.
Is this gonna cost us money though? What do you apply?
It says negotiating site host agreements, so
Sounds like it's just the site.
They put it in.
You think so?
Well, we don't really know, right? I mean, they said
Not boring, but,
up to 13, man, we can look into it. Why don't we just look in to see what we have to have? You have to have handicap parking, correct? So one of them. Well, all that is painting on the,
All that is
painting on the thing,
yeah.
yeah. Visible, dawn to dusk starting, security cameras are recommended, it doesn't matter. They should be available. Yeah. Huh. I don't know if it's worth doing, but.
well, the survey, I'm just looking at the survey, it looks like it would take half an hour or an hour to fill out. And we have possibility of tens of thousands of, I don't know how much those level 3 charge, but
I suppose we could always apply for it, we could always.
Right.
That could, if
Yeah.
it was gonna cost us.
We can look into it, if it's gonna cost us a lot of money, we won't do it, but if
Yeah.
it doesn't cost us anything, what the heck,
yeah.
right?
There-
So
It
the
doesn't,
next-
it doesn't say anything about matching or contributions other than the land. I mean, I read through it.
Yeah,
No, not yet, but as we move down the process, it might, but
Sure.
so to pull the trigger on it. What do we gotta do, Jen?
Fill out the survey, so
Okay.
I think you need to authorize me to do that.
Yeah, okay, we'll make a motion.
I move to authorize the town administrator to fill out the survey to become an EV charging site host.
Second.
Any further discussion? Not hearing any, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes appear to have it, they do have it. Town garage ribbon cutting is the next thing on the agenda. What do we gotta decide for a date?
If you wanna do it, and I think, Mark was saying mid-June or end of June, July.
Okay. What does everybody think?
I mean, in general, I think we absolutely should do it. Like,
Yeah,
an
yeah, I do too.
Opportunity to celebrate the two
Yeah.
garage.
Yeah.
It'd probably be better on a weekend.
Right.
People
It
want to
would
come
be better on the weekend.
on a Saturday,
Yeah,
so,
I'll even work with Jen to try to bring it to media. So.
yeah,
great.
yeah.
And if we have lists of the people who attended those demonstrations of the need for the garage, it'd be great to reach out to them especially and say, this is what we built.
I think that, there's certain people who've done a lot of work on it, those people really should be able to attend. Andy Shapiro, donated. a huge amount of
And I
time.
think we should somehow recognize Andy.
Yeah.
He's done a tremendous amount of work, a lot more than I know I have.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work, and so we should make sure that he's gonna be around, right?
Yeah.
And
I don't think we need to set a date. We need to kind of talk to him a little bit first. See when he
Probably.
can be around.
And then Connors, be nice if they could come,
Yep.
town residents did a great job there.
Yeah.
We could think of a few more people, I'm sure, but I think what we should do is reach out to them and find out when a good date would be, but, hit it for Saturday, I think is probably the best.
Yep.
So, we can do that?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, consideration of the below liquor, tobacco permits, possible motion, we get a list here. And
Rosie, remind me, are we
You're au-
authorizing
You're
you?
authorizing town
Yeah.
clerk to approve the license application.
correct,
Okay.
and
And I'll say some nasty
I was
words
gonna
about
say,
tobacco.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he said his nasty words.
No, I'll say them. I'll say
Okay.
them. So I will make the motion to authorize the town clerk to process, I think the term is process,
I have to
Please.
click the approve button.
to approve, okay, to approve the following
Application.
applications for liquor and tobacco permits. Should you want to include them as included in the agenda?
Yes.
And you'll just copy and paste from the agenda, okay, the 7 of them. And then when somebody seconds that,
I'll second it.
okay, I'll say that,
Further
Tip-
discussion.
yeah, I'll say that tobacco kills. I wish we weren't selling any of it in town, and I recognize that small stores have a need to stay afloat, and that's one of the ways that they do it. So I'm gonna vote for it, and that's why I'm supporting it, but I hate tobacco.
Well said. Yes, sir. But he's gonna do it because stores gotta stay afloat,
That's
as you
right.
said.
Yeah,
Correct.
and having these stores here in town is important.
Correct. All right,
I agree with you wholeheartedly on that, but I'm also going to support, because I think it's for common in town, but I do have a question as far as just for understanding, do we have a limited number of licenses that we're able to do in town, and does this bump up against any?
No.
No.
Okay.
Good
No.
question.
we can do it unlimited.
So.
Are you think you're doing it?
You wanna go into
No, I'm
competition?
not doing it. So, I'm just curious, I know some places they
They
do
do?
limited number of licenses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's New Jersey. New Jersey's got limited licenses.
Areas in Massachusetts too, where I
Yeah.
came from.
Yeah, no, you'll see this every once in a while, especially for weddings and that kind of stuff.
Well, Riverbend store has been closed for a while, so you could fill that, yeah.
Correct. That'd be good to see that store going. All right.
Good to see this one.
I know. You should make good coffee. Okay. So no further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Good to have, they do have it. All right. And we had one other addition to the agenda that we did not do. And what was that?
Sheriff,
Oh, the sheriff contract, correct. All right, sheriff contract is. That, so this is in lieu of the state police contract. that we used to do.
this is July 1st through June 30th. Do you wanna we just got this right before the meeting. Do you wanna do this at another meeting?
No, I'm fine with it. I mean. So we can go over the hours that we were talking about.
Also, our custom is to have them in here to talk to them before we renew it. This is our leverage to have a once a year in-person review with them.
I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Just out of curiosity, how many hours have they been putting in? Because we do get billed.
Let's see, folks.
Okay.
Yeah,
see ya.
have a nice night. So, what,
For this year, it's 8,000. Last year it was about 8,000.
oh,
We did the contract for 18,000, so
yeah,
they were under.
way under. Way under.
Which they always are, year after year after year, but,
No, they used to be the state police
right, no, I know. The last couple of years have been Washington sheriffs.
4 years ago.
Just like all police departments, I actually was talking to Mark the other day, and they're having a hang upon keeping
No,
good help.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
I'll leave it at that.
well, I don't think, the biggest issue that we've had in town really is just the speeding. And then we're gonna put up those signs,
Right.
radar signs, that's gonna help a lot.
Good.
You know,
And in this day and age, with the current situation, I think it's really important that we have a sit down with the people that we're paying to do law enforcement for us.
What are we gonna ask them? I mean, we're gonna approve it anyway, aren't we?
I am.
I'll have a bunch of questions for them, promise you that.
Whatever you'd like to do.
I see value in putting them in.
Yes. I mean, we do that with the libraries.
That's one of the other I see value.
Yeah, the librarians are unarmed.
I think that, it's fine to ask some questions, but I am sympathetic with the fact that it's really hard to get more people. And I think that they give us what they can, so.
Sure.
And our biggest concern in town is speeding, which, we're always conscious of, and I think they are too. If you do want to question further, on sign the contract, that's.
I mean, I'm highly likely to support them as well. I mean, I don't think that I will, oppose in any way, but I think that the custom of them coming in is probably good.
The law enforcement aspect of it was more serious than the fall on the safety.
Yeah,
And I have to say that we're very fortunate in this area. The quality of the state police we have in this area is very good compared to.
and we haven't really needed the state police much. I mean, some, but.
Not that you're.
Oh.
Let's put it that way.
I mean, the state police don't bill us.
No.
We don't have a contract, but I guess they're here more than I'm aware of, maybe. I don't know.
They go through every day.
They're here every day?
They go through.
Oh, yeah, I know. They go on Route 2 because that's what they.
And every once in a while, you'll see them on, like, I think it was last week, I saw them on the county road. Doing speed enforcement, they might have been doing some other stuff too.
Oh, on
Because quite
county road?
often they will stop somebody that they're looking for something else.
Yeah, right. So you did see him on the county road?
Oh, yeah.
The state.
I see them probably at least 4 or 5 times a week in town.
All right.
See them quite a bit on Town Hill Road.
You see them stop or you see them driving?
Both. Well, I know they were doing, like I said, I know their radar in the county.
Good. Because we don't have to pay for it.
No.
Which is good.
Yeah, we were looking for some.
All right, so we'll have them in. I'm not gonna be here on April 6th. So. I just can't be here. I got surgery going on. Yeah. So I will be here on the 22nd. Okay, so anything else? I think we just had the treasury report. January monthly financials. It sounds like there was no changes, nothing remarkable for that. Yep. We do have the select board memo. Did you want to give that out there?
Sure. So, for recruiting, we're starting to recruit for the municipal coordinator position. We'd like a little bit of overlap, so there's time for training for mid-June departure, so we'd like to get that posted with interviews going on. for the road erosion inventory. We received a report. There's 5 road sections that need some work. So we submitted a signed letter of intent for the grants and aid program to receive money to repair some of the roads. Also, we posted the CDBG RFP and the bid submission deadline is April 6th. And we posted the MPG RFP and the bid submission deadline is April 20th. We also are looking for a new cleaner. They moved on, so
Oh, the cleaner's gone?
yes. She moved on to something else.
Yeah.
Doing something.
Her health. Her health left her.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
so she's changing.
Oh,
We're,
My wife just went through with their company. There's a company is very mistaken when you want it.
yeah, so we reached out to 5 different vendors. We received 3 quotes so far. And then we called the other 2 to get more quotes right now. We
So
updated
you
the
already
cleaning
got
tasks.
quotes.
Yep.
Good.
Get the $1,000 a week are the quotes. Yeah,
how much?
1,000 a week?
No.
a month? No, isn't it a week?
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
I can't.
1,000 a week?
I'll do it for 1,000.
I was gonna say, I know it's not that much.
I'll do it for 750.
Cause I get, we have a clean who come in for a hired labor housing. Every other week, it's $150 a thing, and that place needs cleaning bad. It's $150, but pretty reasonable. So, can't be $1,000 a month.
Yeah, I didn't get. the
Okay,
quotes
well,
yet,
we'll
so
find out.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Like email you. the
Yeah.
quotes.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I have one thing with the town garage.
Okay, yeah, I didn't.
So we were, after the meeting last Tuesday, we were outside and we were looking at where the concrete's gonna end. So they drive, it's gonna be backing in all the time. My recommendation is that we extend that out as far as the power pole. So they're not driving over the end of that concrete every time they back in, cause right now it's gonna be short enough, so every time they back into that garage. They're gonna back, their front wheels at least are gonna be over that concrete. It's gonna destroy it within a few years. Whereas if you extend that out,
Yeah,
you're not gonna be doing it.
but
So it'd be about 12 to 15 feet more on the concrete underneath.
unless asphalt. Yeah, it's supposed to be asphalt.
Well, asphalt or concrete, I can't remember what it was calling for, but they're driving over the end of it.
So when you come in the drive,
Right, so this
You're
is,
talking about the
you know where
indoor
the trailer is, right in
Yeah.
front of the building? Basically out past the trailer to where that power pole is. It'd be extending it about 12 to 15. As I understand. And John Connor felt the same way, that it was gonna be an issue down the road if we don't. And to me, we're spending enough money, so let's do it right the first time,
okay, so.
whether it's concrete or asphalt.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look at that.
But I just
There's
want
another
to make
meeting,
you
is
aware,
there a meeting tomorrow?
there is a meeting tomorrow, which I'm going to.
I'll see if I can go up there. Tuesday morning, yeah, I should be able to get up there. And see what exactly we're talking about there. Cause there's temporary asphalt up there. They're gonna take out.
Right, this is the permanent pad in
Yeah, yeah.
front of the garage.
Yeah, and they've got permanent concrete already poured for a small section.
Right,
Yeah.
that's gonna extend out like within 12 feet of the trailer.
Okay,
What I'm saying is they need to extend that
all right,
further. So that, cause you drive truck all the time. When you drive in, you're never gonna get it lined up perfect without
Yeah.
going forward.
yeah,
And like Guthrie said, he agreed with me that compared to buying door casings, every time somebody backs into a freaking door casing.
you wanna get it truck straight,
You're gonna wanna have it straight.
okay,
So
we'll see what happens.
that's my suggestion.
Yeah.
I don't know how much extra it'll cost, but it can't be that much. When
Yeah.
we're spending this much on a building.
Yeah.
Let's do it right.
Okay. All right. Be a change order or something.
It would be a change.
Yeah. Anything else anybody has? Okay. Well, it's 7:15. It's not that bad.
Right? Feel like it's
I
an
thought it
answer?
was Scott's role.
Well, I make a motion, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Your voice, you sound excited.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
Anyone second the motion?
I'll second, thank you.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Bye.
Aye.